What would you say is the biggest thing that affects your mental health? It's hard to pick one, but loneliness has got to be right up there. Have you ever felt alone in a big group of people? No matter how many people you're around, you're down looking at your phone, feeling like you're all alone. If you ever feel disconnected, like you're not part of this world and you're different and you're not the same as everybody else, come along today with me in Halifax, Nova Scotia as I discuss loneliness. Loneliness is way more common than people actually think it is. We don't talk about it, we don't see it, it doesn't manifest and look the same as it does in many other symptoms, but I'll tell you, it's very, very common and many people are definitely struggling from it. I think a lot of it has to do with a lack of connection, not being connected to the world around you and not being connected to the people around you. Has a lot to do with it, has a lot to do with it. So let's talk a little bit about what loneliness feels like. Number one, disconnection. Feeling disconnected from, like I said, your surroundings, from the people around you. And just because you say hello to somebody doesn't mean you're connected. Connection takes effort. To deeply connect, we must put ourselves aside and look out and look at the other person and not ourselves. We need to be willing to put ourselves in the shoes of other people, and it's not always an easy thing to do. Feeling isolated is another thing. When you're socially lonely, you feel isolated. You feel like nobody understands you. You feel like you're the only one, and it's not really a fun place to be, obviously. Feeling forgotten. When we're lonely, we feel like nobody remembered us and nobody thinks about us. And perhaps some of that has to come from maybe being a little bit selfish ourselves. If we're not looking out for others, others might not look out for us. In life, you do get what you give. It can also look like feeling alone in crowds, being with 1,000 people, but being very lonely and being very isolated. Some symptoms of loneliness might be staying home a lot, not going out, not socializing, just simply staying home. When you're invited to go somewhere, you stay home. Scrolling social media a lot, endlessly scrolling, looking for that next hit of dopamine, looking for that next great thing that is not going to come from social media. You might be watching everybody else hang out and maybe wishing you were there and wishing you could connect, but you're in the background watching it all unfold and not really getting in the mix of things. Losing friendships. If you're lonely and you're not connecting with others, you're going to lose friendships and people are going to walk away from you. That's not fun at all. Going through hard times alone. When we're lonely and not connecting with others and not making an effort to connect, and we're truly lonely, we go through hard times alone, and that is a recipe for absolute disaster. Absolute disaster. Loneliness doesn't mean being necessarily alone. I can be in a group of thousands of people, like I said, and be completely isolated and alone. Why do people feel lonely? Life changes. A lot of life changes all at once, moving from one city to another, having to establish new connections, having to make new friendships, breakups, being with somebody for 5 to 10 years and then all of a sudden you're not with them anymore. You're cut off from those social connections. That'll definitely do it. Anxiety. If you have high anxiety, high social anxiety, you're gonna be lonely. It's a double-edged sword. It's one feeds the other. Social anxiety creates loneliness, unfortunately. So if you don't want to be lonely, you've got to treat your social anxiety for sure. Depression will do it. Depressed nervous system obviously will keep us from socializing with others, drifting apart from people, just simply slowly drifting is something that causes it, and we don't even see that happening over time. It just kind of happens over time, but before we know it, we're disconnected. At times, loneliness is based in circumstance. It's got nothing to do with anything but the situations we're going through. But sometimes it's psychological, and sometimes it's medical, and sometimes there's other reasons, but a lot of times it's based directly in circumstance. My favorite part of the show is right now, what is going to help with loneliness? What's going to help you? Number one, put an effort in to connect. Get out there. Don't only say hello. Don't only ask, how are you doing? Thoroughly connect and get involved in the other person. Get outside of yourself. It's going to make a big, big difference. Get out of your comfort zone to connect with people and not feel lonely. You're definitely going to be getting out of your comfort zone. You got to do it, and that's a great thing. Make eye contact. Continually make eye contact with the person you're talking to. Not continually, but naturally make eye contact. And that's really helping to connect. When you make eye contact, you're making a deep connection. Reach out today. Text somebody. Call somebody. Don't wait for the perfect period of time. The perfect time will never come. The perfect time is right here, right now. Don't wait till you're ready. Get it done. Small steps matter. One conversation helps. Today we're going to end it right there, guys. Thanks for tuning in. I got a question for you. Are you lonely? If you're lonely, what's one thing that you can do today based on this video? Can you text somebody? Can you call somebody? Can you get outside of your head and connect with somebody today? I challenge you to do something today to make you a little less lonely. We'll see you on the next vlog. Thanks so much for listening. Mental health healing.